How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We just got the door hung. That turned out really well. We're going to get ready to start on the chicken run door. And a while back, I did some videos on that chicken run door, and I'm going to leave some links for that. Maybe one will pop up here somewhere. Because it was a good door. And I've used it on 3 chicken coops so far. I had it on the one that I had down at my other old homestead, and then I had it on the chicken tractor, and it was just a good door. So we took it off the chicken tractor, and now we're going to put it on the new chicken coop. So right now I got it pretty much all framed up. I just got to get the chainsaw in there and cut the hole. It's such a pain because, you know, the chicken coop's small, it's not big. So it's hard to get that camera in there, but we'll do our best to get you in there so you can see what we're doing. Okay, in this coop, we're going to have 2 doors. There's going to be 2 runs. One is going to go to the garden, and one is going to go out into the big run where we put the mulch. I don't know if you watched that video where we mulched it, the chicken coop run, or the chicken run. We mulched it up. Now here is our door. I got to do a little bit of work to it, restring it. But that door is going to go right in there, and that's going to allow us enough room to put another door over here, which will go into the garden. And at the end of the year, when the garden's done, we'll be able to open up that door and let them go out there and clean up the garden. No use in letting anything go to waste. Anymore, you can't afford it. So my job right now is to get this hole cut out, and we're going to be using a chainsaw, and Sophie's going to have to go. Because she gets in the way, she's not as scared of anything, and she's probably not as scared of that chainsaw either. So we're going to go ahead, get her out of here, and get this hole cut. Man, that was loud. Alright, we're going to let this air out, and then we'll come back in and put our door up. Okay, we're going to get ready to screw our door on here. And all this is a piece of plywood here that will go up and down on this. Now, I'm going to restring it. We're going to cut all these strings off. We'll wait till we get it screwed on there. Like I said, this has been a really good door for us, and it's worked really well. So basically, all we got to do is set it on the floor and get some screws put in this guy. Now, as you can see, the door is actually locked. It will not come open until you pull this string, which is doubled up here, and there's a loop here. I'm going to get ready to set this all up, and when you pick up on it, the 2 little latches come up in the middle, and then you can pick your door up. And then you can drop it back down. So this has to get broke in a little bit, but it will work good. Drop it, it locks. It will not open. Then pick it up. It opens. So basically we got to get this string in here and get it strung up good. So we're going to get our carpenter knife out here. We're going to cut these strings off because we're going to put all new strings on them. So I'm going to get this strung up, and then I'm going to show you how it works once we get it all strung up. Alright, we have our door all wired up, and it's working. I'll show you how we did it. You see the bottom down here, the strings are hooked on right there, and they go up through an eye hook there. They go up through this right here, this string. It goes up through here, Goes right there. Then it goes that direction because we don't want to have to get in here to open and close the door. Through an eye hook right there. And then out there is where we can open up to close the door. Okay, Julie will pull the door open.
And then just hook it over here.
The little latch right there. Just with the little latch on it.
That's open. This one is closed.
And that one over there is closed, yeah.
And then see the door is open down there.
Let's try it again. Okay, Julie. Open it. It unlocks it. And close it. You see the little locks, how they lock the door? Now, I'm going to go over there and try to lift up on the door without Julie pulling the string. And as you can see, that door will not come open, so coons can't stick their hands or paws up underneath there and get that door open. Okay, now on this side, underneath of the roost, we're going to put a poop chute door. And this is going to be to where when we want to clean the coop out, we can shovel it right out through that hole. You can see it's marked right there. It's not real big, but it's big enough to be able to get the manure out of the chicken coop. So I'm going to cut that, and I'm not going to cut it on video because it's loud and it's nasty. And so I'm going to get that cut out, and then we're going to frame it up. All right, this is our little poop chute, wide enough to get a shovel or a broom through. Go ahead, Joel. That's opened, and that's closed. Cool, we'll go outside. Okay, this is what the poop chute looks like from the outside. We'll be able to take the bucket of the tractor or wheelbarrow, or we have a little wagon we can put up underneath this, and you can just shovel it out into there. We did some recycling. As you can see, these two pieces here don't match the latch. The two hinges don't match. Nothing here matches, but it works, and it saves us money. So that's our little latch to unlock it. Then we can put it up, and I have just a little hook up here, and it just hooks right on here, like so. And now it'll hold itself open and sweep all your stuff right out of your chicken coop. Now this is so you don't have to take it through that door that we built from the wall inside. This will be much better for us. So chicken coop poop chute done. So we got the run door on, and it's all wired up. Now we got to do the roost. We got to get the roost done. All right, the other day we put the poop chute door in, and we got our run door in, and then I built a roost for these guys, and all I did was go out and cut some logs and screwed them to a couple boards. Now this roost is going to be made to take down, and we'll be able to hang it on this wall over here. That way when you're cleaning the floor, this roost is not in your way. So it's going to be removable. You just pick it up and move it over there. And I'll show you more about that once we get everything done and set up. We'll go over everything and show you how everything is going to work. So right now we're going to get started on the outside. We just took the window out. There's no window. We took the plexiglass out. We're going to be sealing the chicken coop. And I'm going to be using used motor oil and a diesel fuel. I want to get this done now because it's going to take us a few days to get the roof or the run done, and that's going to give it time to air out. So a farmer's been using this used motor oil and diesel fuel for years, and it's not going to hurt anything. It's no toxic or no more toxic than the stuff you're buying in a store. So we're going to get this guy sealed up, and then get on that run, get her done, we can get the chickens in there. Okay, I'm going to get ready to get started on the front here. I'm going to do that for you on video. And we're just using a 50-50 mix, used motor oil, same stuff you take out of your car, and diesel fuel. Pick it up, you can get an off-road diesel fuel, it's a little bit cheaper, and just mix it 50-50, and it works pretty good. It works actually really good. So when I mix that up, I put it in a big pan, and then I filter it before it goes through my pump, because it wants to plug your pump up. You know, there's debris and stuff in that oil. So you want to make sure you filter your oil with your diesel fuel all at one time into your jug. So we got about a gallon here, maybe a gallon and a half. Yep, 1 gallon. So we're gonna go ahead and start on this front and we're gonna soak it really good. I'm gonna be starting at the bottom, working my way up.
Go, kitty, go, go. Go, Sophie.
We don't care if it drips, runs a little bit, it's not gonna hurt it. Okay, that's what she's going to look like when she's done. A little darker, looks a little older, which gives it more character. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the whole building, doing the same thing I did there. It looks like it's going to take about 4 gallons to do the whole building, 4 or 5 gallon. And I think it looks beautiful. I got the whole chicken coop sprayed underneath the floor. All the outside of it is all sprayed. Just using, like I said, use motor oil and diesel fuel. Now, if you notice the front of this, it's a pretty light color. Now, I used the motor oil from my truck when I changed the oil in the truck, and you can see that's a lighter color. But now, I mixed enough. It was enough to do the 3 sides, the front and the 2 sides. But the back, I had to remix some more, and the only oil that I had was from a diesel truck, and this is the color you get from diesel motor oil, and it's a little different color. So remember that when you're doing your mixing your oil, because if you use it out of one like diesel, you're going to get that color. If you can see the difference in the color. There's a big difference. I'm glad that I mixed enough up to do all this. But that's just the back of the coop. Nobody will see it, but I think it looks pretty good. I like it maybe a little better, I don't know. Later on down the road, if we decide we want to spray it with the diesel oil, we can. I also sprayed the inside floor. And this is going to help keep a lot of the bugs out. You can see it's dark. We're going to leave the door open. We're going to open all the doors, and we're going to let this thing air out real good before we go putting the chickens in there. We got a few days before that. So, no. Come here, Sophie. No. Sophie likes to get in there. All right, the floor's all done. We're going to let that air out real good because we got a few days of working on the run. We got to get this run fixed up so the chickens will have a nice healthy run, and there's a lot of work there. So there'll be a few days before we can get the chickens in the coop, let this thing dry up real good. I think it turned out really nice. So we got to get all of our posts for our garden. We have to get all them sprayed, and then we'll be ready to put the garden in and do this run.